Okay, so I know I've shared it on here before about my breathwork journey just a little bit, but I'm going to share it with you again because breathwork has truly changed my life and helped me become who I want to become. And breathwork, I don't know, it's really interesting because I always say like breathwork found me. And even in my program, that is what a lot of the mentors had said. Like a lot of the people who were in my program, in my cohort, there was 150 of us. We all had this journey to where like breathwork found us. And my journey looked like in 2022, I had lost myself. I had too many coaches at the beginning of the year, too many voices in my ears. I naturally am a very intuitive person. I'm really good at listening to myself, knowing what feels good, what doesn't. And I had kind of fallen away from that because I had all these coaches, I had all these voices in my ears telling me different things to do. And I just lost touch with me. And then in May, I ended up joining a really bad mastermind that just was a really poor fit. I was really pressured into joining by the person who did the sales call. And then once I got in, it just wasn't what they said it was going to be. Just this whole thing that left me like really questioning myself and my own judgment and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this and all of this money. And I just was really in a bad place. So I decided that summer that I was not jumping into any other programs. I was going on a healing journey. I had already signed up for one program called Trauma and Somatics because I did want to be a trauma informed coach and learn a little bit more about somatic healing. And so I did it. I was already in that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use that to like work on myself. I'm going to use these tools to practice on me. And that is what I did throughout that program. But I went on this healing journey. I Gabby Bernsteined all summer long. And in September, I got a phone call that my dad had been in an accident, my biological dad. And he had been hit by a car going across a crosswalk. And suddenly, I had this person who I had an estranged relationship with. I was actually really at peace with everything that was happening, and I was really at peace with being okay that he passed away. I had forgiven him. I had told him I had forgiven him. I had tried to have a relationship with him. So like I was really at peace with where we were at, but it kind of threw me into this like whirlwind of holy cow. Life is really short. It can be taken from us at any time. And when we were going through his house, well, let me rewind. Let me talk about right before he died. It was the Friday before he passed. I was low, feeling low. For some reason, I found myself on the Pause Breathwork website and I booked a call. Didn't even know the Breathwork Facilitator program was open. I booked a call and ended up joining that Friday. So I probably booked a call a few days before, sometime earlier that week, that I had booked the call. And then I got on the call on a Friday and joined. The program started Monday. My dad passed away Wednesday. And on the next, like the Saturday, a few days after his passing, I was already registered for this healing retreat. And I just decided that I was going to go. I believe in synchronicity in life and that things kind of fall into place as they should. And that is the retreat that I actually experienced, my very first in-person breathwork session. Now, I was already cracked wide open emotionally, and what a powerful, powerful experience it was. And I remember like after joining and going to that first call on Monday and then watching my dad pass away on Wednesday, what a gift. What a gift breath was, because ultimately that is what ended up taking his life. Was his diaphragm was paralyzed. And so it's just really interesting to come full circle. And then as we started going through his house, he had like notebooks and programs and journals and all of this stuff of work that he had been trying to do on himself. Yet as he was dying, he kept trying to apologize for the kind of dad that he was. And what I realized in that moment is that we can do all the mindset work in the world. You can try to think your way out of any situation, shift your thoughts. But if your body is not on board, you are going to continue to recreate the same patterns in your life. And this is what breathwork does. Breathwork is a tool to drop you into your body, to get out of the conscious mind, to get out of your ego, the fear, the doubt, the naysayer that's in your head. Breathwork helps you bypass that and tap into you and your belief and reshape yourself. I am not the same person I was in October of 22. Not even close. Like, it really actually shocks me. And to go back and to now realize that I am recording this, gosh, a year later, the day after my dad's passing. Like, that just hit me that this will actually come out. I didn't plan it. But my dad passed away. When this comes out on my podcast, my dad passed away yesterday. A year ago. But I am not the same person. Breathwork has truly helped me become the mom, become the woman, become the friend, just the human I want to be. And it has shifted everything within me. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. And the only way I've described it in the past is like, logically we know, oh, if she can do it, so can I, right? My body knows it now. It's like I believe it deep into my core that I can create a life that I love with kids in tow. I can accomplish everything that I want to accomplish. And it's already on its way to me now. It's already happening. And I always talk about like becoming her, being her now, like be her now. Who do you want to be? If you are ready to tap into becoming the version of yourself that you desire to be, the version of yourself that knows she is worthy just as she is, who's truly tapped in within your body, who no longer has that fear of judgment, that doubt, that is louder than the desire. Like, the little voices will still be there, but if you are ready for them to be weak and for you as a woman to be stronger than that and step into that life you want to create and make it happen, book a free integrative breathwork session. Let's freaking do this. I am here to support you on your journey. This is what I do. I do breathwork and I do coaching, and I help you create a life you love with kids in tow. I help you stop the shoulding on yourself, ending the people pleasing, the fear of judgment, and feel better in your life and within your belief around who you are, who loves herself. I help you become that person who like loves yourself and shows up in the way that you want to show up. And I do this through the breathwork method. And if you want to test it out, book a free integrative breathwork session, reach out to me on Instagram. Let's have a conversation so that you can create a life you love with kids in tow. And I will talk to you next time.